Well, Palestinians who express sympathy towards Hamas won't necessarily be blocked from coming to Australia. Cameron Redden joins us from Canberra now. Cam, just how much support can someone show for Hamas before they have their visa vetoed?
That is a critical question, Pete. According to the head of ASIO, it would have to be more than just words or thoughts. There are roughly around 1,300 Palestinian refugees currently in Australia on temporary visitor visas, and at least 1,000 more who've been approved to come in, but with obvious difficulties in travelling from a war zone in Gaza to Australia. The Director-General of ASIO, Mike Burgess, has given some insight in the last 24 hours into the vetting process that goes along with these individuals as they make their way from Gaza to Australia. He notes that throughout that process, simply expressing some level of sympathy for Hamas or for wanting a free Palestinian state is not necessarily enough to prevent a visa from being granted. He says the threshold for blocking some of these visitor visas will in fact be much higher, that there would need to be some level of either financial support for Hamas or an explicit support and sympathy for violent extremist ideology before one of those visas was blocked.
If they're giving financial support or material aid, that can be a problem, and obviously we take each case on its merits in the context of the information we have before us. If it's just rhetorical support and they don't have an ideology or support for a violent extremism ideology, then that's not a problem. If they have a support for that ideology, that will be a problem.
The coalition has demanded biometric testing be used to prevent anyone or to make sure that there's no security risks as a part of this cohort. ASIO says that can only go so far if people are not already in a database somewhere. Pete, we're also awaiting a move from the new Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke, who's expected to unveil shortly a new visa class to allow a pathway for those 1,300 Palestinians and anyone else who may come through that system, a more permanent residency in Australia.
All right, Cam Redden, thank you.